In this video, I'm going to share with you how to choose the correct or right sleeping bag fabric. There are a lot of choices on the market, and some of the options are quite confusing. So what I'm going to do is share a couple of my experiences and the different sleeping bag fabric options that you have so you can stay warm in your cold adventures in the outdoors. So first, when you look at sleeping bag fabrics, there's microfiber, there's ultralight, there's extreme light, there's cloth, there's Gore Windstop, and several other variants here. But one of the challenges is, well, which one do you choose for what conditions? Well, that's what I'm going to share with you in video. And by the way, I do have a book, Adventure Expedition 1, that tells you a lot of this information. So if you want to check it out in the links below, you can get the book, and in here, there's the info on sleeping bag choices, so that might help you out. And also I do have a book, by the way, How to Keep Your Feet Warm in the Cold, that also gives you some of that information, so something to consider. Anyway, by the way, all these things that I'm talking about, Western mountaineering, I'm not sponsored by any of these products, so this is my honest experience and review. Fabric number one. Fabric number one is the ultra light, super thin fabric. This thing is ultralight, super nice, supple, comfortable to sleep on, but also potentially delicate. And it is definitely not waterproof. Check out a link below to my video where I literally pour water on all these different fabrics in this video. I'm going to share the craziest sleeping bag at the end of the video, so hang on, you'll love this thing. But the sleeping bag fabric, you can see here, I got a tiny little tear right there, boo. Now you think, oh, this is garbage, I should get rid of it. This Western Mountaineering Megalite has been in my kit for pushing like 25 years. So really, I've only had one tiny tear on it because I was not careful, irresponsible, my fault. But the super light fabrics are great for summer backpacking, 3-season travel, and adventure, knowing that if you're going to go to a wet, cold, clammy location, the ultralight fabric, forget it. You don't want to do that. Now that said, I have taken this bag, which is rated to 25 to 30 degrees Fahrenheit, about 0 degrees to -5 degrees Celsius. I have taken this bag down to 5 degrees Fahrenheit, about -17 degrees Celsius. I was cold, it wasn't smart, but oddly enough, it was so dry, it wasn't that a big deal. So this fabric is great for super light backpacking. Now, when you need to step up your game, you're going to need to go to a microfiber type fabric. It doesn't look very much different than the ultralight fabric, but yeah, it's a little bit tougher, a little bit stronger, and a tiny bit more waterproof. Stay to the end, I'll show you the uber sleeping bag. You're gonna love this thing. But microfiber is super nice because it's stronger than the ultralight fabric and fiber, or I guess fiber, it's made out of fiber, but the ultralight fabric, and it adds a bit more bulk and theoretical warmth to your bag. The fabric, here, let me listen. Yeah, it's a little less supple than the ultralight fabric. This bag is super great, the microfiber. I've took this bag to Greenland to do my expedition across the tundra. This is a about 0 degree bag. Let's see, this is the pronghorn antelope. Yeah, this is the antelope bag. Love it. Super nice. This fabric goes all the way around. It's in multiple colors, but the microfiber fabric is a great choice for almost anywhere you're gonna go where it's pretty dang cold. Now, I wouldn't use this sleeping bag on Denali because you're gonna freeze in a 0 degree bag there, or -17 degrees C bag here. But the microfiber fabric is actually really good. However, between my tests of waterproofness between the ultralight and this one, this was slightly better, the microfiber, but not by much. If you're really in a wet situation, you're going to want to check out this next fabric. Hang on. So definitely microfiber is a very good choice. The next fabric you choose we'll take you up to the ultra heavyweight expedition bags, the Gore Windstop and the Gore Windstop type families. This fabric is much tougher. Listen. Crinkle, crinkle. And it's a little more crinkly on your face, which is a consideration if you prefer soft, supple. Ooh, yes, I'm massaging my sleeping bags. Or the microfiber, which is actually, I think, even softer than my ultralight fabric, maybe a little bit nicer. But the Gore Windstop, you're not going out because, oh, I'm going comfortable, I'm going to stay at the Four Seasons or the Marriott or wherever. You're going Gore Windstop because you're going somewhere cold, you're going somewhere wet, and very potentially unpleasant if things go sideways for you. So that is something to consider. Is the Gore Windstop fabric is super nice for the bad conditions. This fabric is my favorite because it goes to the extreme four-season temperatures, conditions, and locations. That's mostly what my channel is about, is four-season adventuring. But huge downside, this stuff is really hard to compress. It's not waterproof. Check out my link below to my video on the waterproofing. You'll literally see me pouring water all over the fabric. But the trade you get in the slight waterproofing and definitely more windproofing compared to the super light fabric and compared to the microfiber fabric is that this Gore Windstop fabric is way tougher. Yeah! Now, the trade-off is that every morning you're going to have to go and squish this bag, and the moment it starts to refill up, you're going to have to do that again. It wears you out. Check out links below, or in the description, link below to how to compress these sleeping bags properly and efficiently. Super, super helpful. So you've got those three fabrics, the extreme light, super nice, air goes through it like nothing, it compresses super easy. I mean, it's nothing to just jam this bag in there and be done. Compared that to the microfiber, more poofy, takes some more effort to squash down and to pull out, and also to reconstitute when it's expanding. And then there's the ridiculous Gore Windstop type fabrics. This is only Western mountaineering. There's Feathered Friends, Marmot, Mammut, North Face, on and on and on, Rab, lots of options, Bergens in Norway, but they all have the same basic variations in the fabrics. Just know that when you go to the extreme stuff, it's ridiculous to squish, super tough. And now what you've been waiting for, the ridiculous type sleeping bags. Oh my gosh, I love my Bison Sleep sleeping bag. Did I mention love it? Now, Feathered Friends does make a minus 60 degree F, which I think is about minus 54 Fahrenheit bag, but this is also Gore Windstop. This is the toughest fabric they make, and it is super, super nice. This sleeping bag has 5 pounds of feathers in it. It is like sleeping in a twin bed or a single bed full of feathers. I mean, check this thing out. But again, this is expedition weight Gore Windstop fabric. Super, super nice. Can't recommend it enough. Also, check out links in the description to my reviews of all these different sleeping bags, my waterproof testing, and that's a huge difference. And also, check out link below in the description to my video on this correct sleeping bag fit. That is a big deal for you, so you're not freezing, not taking too much, and not getting squashed, and I'll explain the details in that and there. But boy, if you want glorious, ultra crazy, now granted, this sucker is 4 digits, not cheap, and I'm talking not cheap, but if you have a lot of coin, cha-ching, then you'll have no problems with this type of sleeping bag. There you go, those are the 3 types of fabrics. The ultralight fabric, whatever the variation in the manufacturer you like, the microfiber style fabric, so here's the ultralight fabric, the microfiber type fabric, and the ridiculously difficult to compress Gore Windstop fabric. Whichever you choose is mostly determined by where you're going, how cold it's going to be, the weather conditions, Pacific Northwest, rainy, jungle sort of things. Those are the things to consider. My name is Aaron Linsdau. I'm a polar explorer and professional adventurer. Please check out links below in the description to my books, Antarctic Tears, Lost at Windy Corner, Adventure Expedition 1, How to Keep Your Feet Warm in the Cold, the Jackson Hole Hiking Guide, The Most Crucial Knots to Know, my shows, World Beyond, and Antarctic Tears. And also one other thing, if you want to read what it's like to use that sleeping bag in a cold but freezing mountain, what did I take? This guy? Yeah, this thing. Check it out. You can read about what it's like to solo Denali. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and enjoy your sleeping bagging.